Hey YouTube, Tutti back. This is probably one of those rare occasions, and maybe a little bit more frequently, given where we're running to in terms of season, where the actual pickups, trades, gifts, whatever you would call it, outweigh the kind of booter stuff. So stick around for Tales of the Booter. Did go today, some nice bits, so stick around for that. This video is the pickups. This is the gets, the grabs, the trades, etc, etc. So a fair old lick to get through, so there we go. Okay, I want to just quickly show you this. I did a video on it for those that may or may not have seen it. I did pick up the limited edition Hyrule Warriors. I quite like this game. I've been playing it. I haven't played it extensively, don't get me wrong. I did like the Dynasty Warriors franchise. To be honest, I didn't play that to death, so maybe those that had sort of exhausted it then pick this up. It's probably more the same, but for me, like I said, I've got them on the PlayStation 2. Didn't really play them extensively. Thought they were good games, quite enjoyable. This mixed with the Zelda universe, I quite like it, I must admit. It's just the sort of nods and the winks and the sort of, you know, little bits like that. I just think it's enjoyable. There's not a great deal to think about too much. Once you get the hang of the controls, which can be a little bit fiddly admittedly, and the sort of navigation of the map, it's quite good just to sort of sit down and play, really. Anyway, check the video out. I know a few of you quite enjoy hearing me getting really stressed out, so head over there if you haven't already. But yeah, again, nice game, nice box set. What more can I say? Right, so I've got some absolutely bouncing gifts, a great trade and some other pickups. But what I'm going to do now here is just quickly do a video response. So two guys tag me in, what is it called, Tag Your It. There's some Tag Your It kind of thing going around the tubes. So Dragon Dude 2525 and Nick T Wolf sort of both tagged me inadvertently and knowingly, and so yeah, it's a response. I'm going to get this right now. Current game in your collection you would want box complete. Favourite crisps, or they call them chips, don't they? They call them crisps over here. And one place you want to go on holiday or vacation. So yeah, thanks to Dragon Dude and Nick T Wolf. So for me, one game I would love to have box complete in my collection is obviously Earthbound. No ifs, no buts. Close second to that would be Chrono Trigger. Crisps, what crisps do I like? Or chips? Cheese and onion. Dead simple, or I like quite a lot of them actually. But yeah, cheese and onion, Walker's cheese and onion. I think you guys call them Lays. I do like the McCoy's steak crisps. They're quite nice. I'm not really a big fan of salt and vinegar too much. I do like salt and vinegar French fries though. They're quite nice. But yeah, cheese and onion. Can't go wrong with cheese and onion. So there you go. What else is it? Where do I want to go on holiday? For me, no-brainer. The Mecca of video games, Japan. I would love to go there. Even as a kid, if I had my record of achievement, but over in the UK there's a record of achievements, I think it was in that, or it was in some sort of portfolio thing. I always said I want to go on holiday to Japan, even as a kid, even when I was like 11 or whatever, so it's always been a dream. One day maybe, but yeah, Japan for sure. I mean, any video game collector or player worth the salt, you know, would want to go to there. So thanks guys. I've got to nominate 3 other people, I think. So Craig Minx36 is going to have some fucking stories about holidays. Craig's here again, and Dazza Cajonas de Loro. So dead simple guys. Tag them onto the front of another video. But cheers to them two lads for giving me a vote, or whatever you want to call it, a nomination, whatever. Talking of nominations, funnily enough, actually, that's just see how I segued into that there. Well done to my mate Jesse, BitEd1000, YouTuber of the month. Great stuff. Obviously, all them guys that I put forward, go and check out. Go check out YouTuber of the month this month, because BitEd's put up some great people there. 2 I've never seen before. So it's Mike again. So no brainer. Cobra DVS Tyler, who's actually been on hiatus for a while, so I hadn't seen much of Tyler. He kind of dropped off the radar at one point He was another mainstay. Ed T11118, who's obviously already won it, but again, great stuff from Ed. And then it was Spider and another chap. Spider and someone else who does TurboGrafx stuff. Anyway, head over to 60bit Brothers channel. I'll stick a link in below and get voting, because like I say, that's what it's all about, guys. So well done anyway, once again, Bitted 1000, brilliant stuff. I feel like I'm trying to rush this a little bit, because there is a fair chunk to get through. So I'm trying to slow down a little bit now. There, the odds and sods out of the way. Right, so, talking about new channels, or speaking of new channels, chap contacted me, sent me a message. I think he did anyway, because I'm trying to work out how I even come across his channel. I'm sure he did. And I can't remember. I went to his channel anyway. Somehow I've got to his channel, had a watch, and oh, that was it. Cause I'm sure he said he'd done one video, and he'd been lurking for a while. Not in a weird way, but he'd been lurking. You know, there's tons of people that are the silent majority, as I'd like to call them on here. And he sort of said, yeah, you know, I thought, yeah, he sent me a message. He said, like, I'd give him the sort of confidence and the sort of the drive to make a video. So he'd done the pickups video, and it's very good for a first attempt. It's fucking brilliant. So I went and had a quick watch, and he's got some great stuff. He's a guy from where I used to, yeah, where I grew up, where I'm from, and he happened to have a duplicate game. I was like, fucking hell, I've been, you know, that's one I want. I had this original when I had my Super Nintendo, and again, he's straight in there with the YouTube philosophy. I mean, I've had some other guy, I can't remember his name now, asked me about my dress. I'm going to send you something. Don't fucking turn up. This guy, true to his word, fucking sent me the game over. So he's already into the YouTube groove. His name, hang on, I know what it is, but I'm going to make sure I get it right. Dark Steve 333. So Steve, I say he's been watching YouTube for, I don't know, however long time. Did his first video. Go and check him out anyway. For the first video, I think he's really good. I watched it all, so you know I tend to have the sort of attention span of a goldfish at best. He admits it's quite plain to watch him. He may do something else against that, I don't know. But anyway, go and watch him. He sent me a note. Hi Stu, here's that copy of the Dirt I promised you, plus a Brucey bonus. You've probably got it already, but if you haven't, it's a result. My only condition with these gifts are to keep doing what you're doing and don't stop complaining about the lizards, plus the resellers, because you say what I think. Have a go on as soon as possible. It's a great shooter. Give you a little bit of a tip there. If you have main, play the sequel as well. It's equally fantastic. Now I believe I've played that in the arcades. Anyway, thanks again for watching my first attempt at a pickups video, and keep on playing. Cheers, Steve. Darth Steve 333. So yeah, so what's the Bruce that Steve sent me through, which I do have. It's a great game. There's no doubt about it. Anyway, this is in fantastic condition. Is Sega Rally on the Sega Saturn. So many thanks for that, Steve. Now the game he sent me, which a lot of you, perhaps in Japan and I think in the States, this was called Area 88, and it is UN Squadron on the Super Nintendo. Great game. So I did have this, well, you know, back in the day, as you all like to call it, when I had my Super Nintendo. So sorely missed game. That was Steve. Many thanks, guys. Go and check Steve out. He's up and coming. You know, bit of Daz Cona's glory here, like promoting the new channels and stuff. But yeah, he's got a nice way about him, and he goes car booting, hence the sort of frustrations we all have. Someone did mention a comment for about lizards and stuff like that. Now, I've said it a million times. Look, I refer to anybody who's a competition as a lizard. There are obviously some people that are a bit more in your face and a bit more cutthroat than others, but they're faceless beings as far as I'm concerned. It's just a way to convey the competition in another, you know, another sense. That's all. There's nothing derogatory about it. Everyone's can do what the fuck they like. I don't give a shit. It doesn't mean you have to like it. So anyway, cleared that up. Right, that's that done. Got pickups there. Right, I'm going to go on to this now. This must be the longest and quite possibly when I had probably the biggest trade I've done. I had referred to this back a couple of weeks ago, sort of saying I'm still sitting on one thing. It's come good. I kind of knew it would come good. Obviously, there'd probably been some issues for whatever reason. I'm not, you know, sort of saying it wasn't ever going to happen. But yeah, it's come good in the end, and that's the main thing. And like I say, the guy I knew would be true to his word, and it's Phil Kett. So Phil, you know, I've had some things going on at home, etc. I don't pretend to know. I don't really need to know, but I knew that he was good for his word. Like I said, I've done trades with him before. Obviously, for whatever reason, real life got in the way. That's done now. We're all set. He sent me over a cracking truck. I can't, you know. It's one of these ones where I felt bad because I felt bad about asking him and sort of mentioning it, but I wasn't hearing anything back a little bit. So I know Phil understands that, and I just want to clarify that to you, Phil. I wasn't digging you out anything, pal. I did say that, but it just gets a little bit like, oh shit, because as you know, we did do a fair old lick of a trade. So, what have we got? Now, there was a lot more to this. There was a few PS2 units, which obviously added a bit of weight to the postage, etc. I've moved them on anyway. No one's going to be interested in seeing fucking PS2 consoles. Fat ones. So they've sort of been moved on. But the rest is here. There's a note. A note from Phil. Hey Stu, sorry this has taken such a ridiculously long time to get to you. I had a couple of bruises by way of saying sorry, which is appreciated, mate, honestly. I believe one of the PS2s here is actually working, but it might not read blue discs. Doesn't matter. They've gone now anyway. So, Phil, again, like I say, mate, I know, you know, I don't know, but I don't pretend to know what was going on at home or whatever. But suffice to say, I'm happy, mate. Don't stress too much, or don't stress at all, whichever how you want to look at it. And like I said to you in the message, bang on. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a glitch, and real life gets in the way sometimes. It has a habit of doing that. It's a bastard. So that being said, excuse me. Oh, it's been a long morning. A few texts actually this morning. I'll forget that. I'll send in the boot a video. It's a bit long enough as it is. Right, first things first. Phil sent me Beatmania. I'm pretty sure this is a Brucey because I don't remember asking for it. Now, not actually my bag, but to be fair, the box is absolutely bloody pristine. Honestly, I can't say. And like most of, well, nearly all the Phil stuff, it's in absolute. There was a sticker on it. So what you might notice, Phil, if you watch this, a few of the items you sent had stickers on. I actually managed to get most of them off and clean them up pretty good. Some of you may recall I did a trade with Phil again previous, and there were memorised stickers that had been stuck on everything, and you can't get them off. And I damaged a couple. Well, I did damage them, but I think it looked better without stickers on. He did warn me a few of the items may have them stickers on. Ended up they didn't, so I did quite well there. So Beatmania, it's all everything's in there, in shrink wraps, everything. So again, not really my bag, but that'll go into the collection because it's in absolutely spanking condition. Right, moving on. I can't remember which ones are Bruce's now, so forgive me, Phil. It has been quite a while. I'll just go through what he sent me in kind of. Let's put these in some sort of sense of order. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So, I think this one, I don't know, this one might be a Brucey, I don't know. Bonanza Brothers on the Mega Drive. All complete in fantastic condition with the poster as well. Again, I don't know, that may have been a Brucey. This one I'm not sure of either. Trade West Championship Pro-Am. Now, this looks to me like RC Pro-Am, but an updated version from the NES. If that's the case, what a fucking game. Again, absolutely spank. Absolutely mint. Wow, looking forward to that one. That may have to be in the oven at the back. And a nice little extra that, I say this wasn't a Bruce, I'm pretty sure I asked for this, is, I'm sure it's a Mark 1. It's a Mark 1 action replay for the Sega Mega Drive. I don't think I have the action replay for the Mega Drive. I've got it for the SNES. I've never had one for the Mega Drive, but anyway, there we go. So that's kind of the Sega stuff. The rest is all Nintendo. So, are these Bruce's? Oh, shit, I can't remember. On the NES, Jack Nicklaus Golf. Now, as you can see on this picture, he still has both arms. So I'm pretty sure didn't he chainsaw one off, or nearly chainsawed one off? It's all there, all complete, which again is not surprising for Phil. God, I think my ears popped. Ow. Sorry. Oh. Captain Skyhawk. I've got this loose cart, I think. That's a great addition. I forgot two things. I'm going to bring them down here. I'll show them at the end because these are quite nice actually. Right, a couple of Super Nintendo. One definitely sealed, one I think is probably a reseal, and one that I've cleaned up as best I can. I'm not doing a bad job, I don't think. So Frank Thomas, Big Hurt Baseball. Obviously it's one of these PAL ones that looks like it's an American kind of one. Now, there was a couple, I don't know if you're able to see it. Where is it? There. Had these security stickers on. But that literally wrapped all the way round. I don't know if you can see it just there. I managed to get that off. It was a big dirty fucking sticker, so you can see it. On that one, the front one there, I managed to peel it off. And all the way round. So I've just got that bit there. I tried to get it off, but I think because it's on the corner, I may have to hairdryer that. But I had a sticker on the front there as well, if you remember, Phil. I managed to get most of that off. There's a little bit of residue there, but I can get that off eventually. It's all just bits. So there's that one. The one that's definitely sealed is Super International Cricket. Ooh, I think that's the only SNES game I've got sealed. I'll probably just leave it there. I'm not a cricket fan anyway. And one I didn't have in absolutely brilliant condition. Again, I think this is probably more of a reseal, truth be told, but it is Pilot Wings. So no official Nintendo seal on it, but it has got, you know, it's been re-shrink wrapped. But great condition. Again from Phil. Right. Oh dear me. N64 now. Some of these are duplicates. Now, I am pretty sure all, if not what? One or two, if not all of these, are better condition in my boxes. So, you know, they will be upgraded. I'm not sure about this one. This may be the only one that's, oh, I don't know, maybe a little bit. Diddy Kong Racing, which has got a bit of a squish just there, but other than that, it is again absolutely brilliant. I think this is complete. No, it's missing the manual. It's missing the manual. Again, like I say, most of these I've got, but I think these are better. This is definitely a better condition box of mine. Mario Tennis. So great game. 1080 snowboarding. Again, I'm pretty sure this is better than condition of mine. Where's the other one? Another copy 1080 snowboarding. So there's potentially two copies of this up. I think they're both complete. Yeah, both got the nails in that. But yeah, these will be better condition than my ones. For sure. For shower! For shower. Can't get the... It's because they're at the top. Just sort it out later. Right. Moving swiftly on. N64 expansion pack. Again, Phil, I've got the sticker off the front there with no damage. Ah, bollocks, I just realised there's one on the back. There's one, I've got to try and get that one off. But, yeah. Do you know what, I haven't even checked it. I'm sure it's all in there. Yep. Ah, okay. Right. There's me thinking there's an expansion pack in there. There's a jumper pack in there. There actually is no expansion pack in there. But that's not a problem because I'm pretty sure I've got I know I've got an expansion pack that I can put in to that. Sort that out. So Phil's N64 must still got the little baggie. I can still reuse that. I just thought it was in there. Never bother. Say, I'm pretty sure that I've got an expansion that'll go in there. Anyway, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, getting in fantastic condition. F-Zero-X, again in fantastic condition. I've got, say, a few of these I've got, but nowhere near in these conditions. GoldenEye, again in absolutely spank condition, better than mine. Blast Corps, Mario 64. Now I've still got my original, but this looks like it hasn't been played. Very good condition. And one of the pick of the bunches again. I've got the stickers off this film. It's a Pokemon Stadium, big box with the expansion and the game. So, Phil sent me through them. Sent me through Beatmania, a couple of fat PS2s which have gone away, and these two items here. So, first up, which I've had to do a bit of a botch job on, but it don't matter. And hopefully, say looking over there on the PC, I've won an auction for the item that will complete this. So I've got me an Neo Geo AES, or just a Neo Geo arcade stick Leicester ball, so I've got a ball on order. Now obviously, unfortunately, the sort of clasp bit there had snapped the little lugs in the hole, I don't know if you can see them. So I've had to put a bit of old super glue on that, which seems to hold it. I don't know if it'll hold it when it's getting pulled in and out, but do you know what, I've already got 2 sticks anyway, so if I do get this one up and running, I may look for a longer term solution for that. I mean, perhaps look just to get a replacement. I don't know if you can get them, I don't know, I'm talking bollocks, but stick's fine. So what more can you say other than you only sent me another one as well. So this one has a red ball stick. These ball sticks at the top, they just unscrew off, so they're pretty much standard. So that should have been out, so it's my dust. So yeah, so 2 AES arcade sticks, all there, all fine, you know, all them games, a couple of extra bits that you haven't seen, like I said, PS2s. So Phil, honestly mate, many thanks for that. I know we went through the mill a little bit with that, but I'm happy. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. And hope to trade with you again. Cheers Phil. Check Phil out, Phil Cat, link him down below. Right, last little batch. From my favourite place, CEX. Now, I told you I got me credit through, didn't I, finally? So I was sort of watching that, because the main one I want to get off of CEX is Resident Evil 2, to be honest, for the Cube. But there's certain items that, when they come up, I say I'm loath just to spend £2.50 each time. Because you spend £2.50 and you can order as much, and the postage is still the same. So I was looking on there, nothing cropped up, and who was it told me? Someone told me inadvertently via Dunk, Woolly Weeble, that the website refreshes every 38 hours or something stupid. So it's fucking so hit and miss, honestly. But anyway, I was searching for this actually, and it was on there. I thought, right, I'm having that fucker. But obviously I'm having it for £2.50. I'm going to load up with loads of other stuff, so I've nearly enough spent the old 80 quid. I'll do this one first because obviously this is the catalyst for everything else, but equally it doesn't fit into the same system as these ones. This completes my trilogy of games. On the Wii, I now have the trilogy of the Rainbow Saga. I think it's called the Rainbow Saga. So I've got the last story. So 32 nicker. It's great condition. Still got the points in there. Etc. 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 Obviously, now weirdly enough, with CX, they don't distinguish between this and the limited edition. There's no limited edition. So I thought, well, fucking 32 quid, I'm gonna grab it. And what happened was, a quite interesting story, is after I'd ordered these games from CX, someone had come through the post and there's a note saying it's too big to fit through the letterbox. And I thought, because this hadn't turned up, I thought, oh, maybe they've sent the limited edition. It wasn't, it was Hyrule Warriors. Excuse me. But I did think they've just classed it as the same thing, but nah, I ain't that fucking lucky. Right, I've rattled through these now. This completes my Wrestle GameCube. All complete. This completes my trilogy of SSX games, SSX on Tour. And a few people mentioned this, and I didn't realise it either. It has Mario, Luigi and Princess Peach as characters. That's pretty cool, man. Eggmania. Now I had a bit of bother with fucking Eggmania, you fucking cunt. It come in the most horrendous case. It come in a 2-disc case with the back bit was literally all fucking peeled up off there. I mean, I swapped it out for one of the busted up ones, so it's got a little nick in it there. But yeah, I was not happy with that. I sort of sent them an email about it. So, oh, you have to send it back and all this kind of shit. And I sort of ummed and ahed, and I thought about the price, and I was just like, you know what, forget it. This one's still got fucking game stuck on the front of it. I say these are not expensive ones. I just basically thought, you know what, I'm going to load up on all the ones that I haven't got for the £2.50. X-Men Wolverine's Revenge. It is complete. It's got a bit of pen on the disc and that. I can get that off. The disc ain't the best either. I doubt very much that I'd even play, but you know what? Let's put it on. I bet this fucker don't play. If it does, I'll eat my hat. Fucking hell, it's playing. Good job I don't wear hats. Fucking hell. Well, what is it? You can have a game that's got one little fucking nick on it, it won't play. One that's big to fucking high heaven and it plays. Anyway, something different to look at. Yeah, Wolverine's Revenge. Big motherfucker truckers. I'd seen this one in my local CX, no manual, so I rejected it. It's all complete. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. I'm only missing Twonkies now from the Jimmy Neutron thingy. All complete. Zapper. Notice this on Woolly Weeble's one. Not something I don't even notice before. All complete. I've done alright actually in terms of for quantity. Done alright. Need for Speed Carbon, that completes someone Need for Speeds on the box, on the cube rather. Box, the cube. Serious Sam, which I believe is the only Serious Sam game on there. Again, complete. Can't complain. This completes Is it all the Tom Clancy's or just the Rainbow Six ones? I can't remember. Rainbow Six Lockdown. I think probably one of the most expensive ones on there. That's complete. Future Tactics Uprising. The Uprising. Hidden Gem apparently, according to Retro Gamer. Retro Collect rather. All complete. Completes my Prince of Persia trilogy is Two Thrones. All complete. And then lastly, Rogue Ops. That's all complete. So they're a couple of quid each. I could hold out forever and a day at the car boot, maybe find them, but you know what? Pick some up, car boot, fire it into that, get what I want out of it. There we go. So I think, shit, did I check my cube numbers? I think I'm like 130, maybe, I don't know, maybe it might be less now, needed. There's some like right old buggers to get hold of, but like I said to Craig here again, it's not as bad as the Master System or the Mega Drive in terms of like the tougher to get games, because okay, they are expensive, but they're not beyond expensive, if that makes sense, yet. Anyway, that's obviously working, so I'm going to go and find a hat and eat it, and I may see you at Tales of the Booter. Take it easy.